Alright guys, Rich here from the RCNetwork, and this is going to be another feature vehicle here at the RCNetwork. This is the 3 Racing Sakura D3 Counter Steer Sport. Now this is definitely one of the more famous drift vehicles out there. One, mostly because it's fairly inexpensive. The retail price of this thing out there, or the street price, I guess I should say, is right about $125 for the kit that you see in front of you. Now the kit is going to contain basically all the parts to put it together. It will not contain a body and also no electronics, so everything else that'll get you going in kind of the drift scene. So this is a counter steer version of a drift car, and basically what that means is you're able to turn the rear wheels a little bit quicker than the front wheels, and it allows you to get into a drift a little bit easier. So definitely on the beginner side of things, this is the kit to go with. There are lots of aftermarket parts out there, not only from 3 Racing, but you also have some stuff from Boom and a few other manufacturers out there making stuff for this particular car. Now this is made in China, and I actually got it directly from the source. I got this from asiatees.com, and you know, the price was good, and they shipped it pretty quick actually. So considering it came from the other side of the planet, from the United States. So this is going to be a quick unboxing, and what I'll do in the video series is I'll be going through kind of a stopping point, or a layover type video series, where I'm going to go from obviously the unboxing here to build update number 1, which will kind of go over, you know, how everything's kind of laid out in the manual and how so far it's going along. What I'll do is I'll stop every couple of hours throughout the build, show you guys how the build's going, and then in the end show you the electronics I choose and also the body that I'll be running on this drift car. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Let's see what you get in the box. Kind of already covered it, but let's check it out. So it comes in a fairly small box. This is about a shoe sized box, a little bit shorter here. You can kind of see right there. 3 Racing, that is the manufacturer of Sakura. CS, obviously Counter Sport, or I'm sorry, Counter Steer, and then this is the Sport version. So this is basically their entry-level kit. Maybe a quick model number right here, kit-Sakura-D3. And let's look on the flip side here. Lots of language here. You know, obviously this is not a toy. First-time builders should seek advice from people having building experience. There's lots of things in here, lots of common sense things. So definitely read that if you need to. This is basically overall width 188 millimeters, so it'll take any 190 millimeter body. You can also run some 200 millimeter bodies as well, with some different offset wheels, of course. Kit, I believe, comes with a 190 millimeter offset wheel, so keep that in mind if you are happen to build this thing. And let's look on the bottom side. You got a nice schematic right there, kind of talking about the uniqueness of this Sakura D3. Now, what makes this thing so unique is the motor's actually in front of the front shock tower, so basically makes it a little bit easier to drive, gets lots of weight all the way forward, so you're able to kind of control the drift. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Let's see what you get inside the box. We'll go from there. And cut open the seal right there. And let's see, plain white box inside. There we go. And inside here, you're going to see lots of parts. Let's go ahead and dump all this out. We'll go over everything kind of one by one. Alright, box out of the way. Alright, first thing down here, we get some, looks like 3 Racing stickers, all the Sakura branding, CS Sport, Sanwa, looks like is a sponsor. I love these things, these little kind of quick deals. I actually even forget what they're called, but I love those things. I actually have one on a Porsche body that I like, so pretty cool. I may definitely incorporate that into the build and the body. Next thing here, the instruction manual. Looks like we have some pretty good heft of the instruction manual. Looks like you got plenty of language in there, both English and I believe Chinese. Kind of shows you step by step on how to build everything. So good instruction manuals are always nice. First thing I've come into is the chassis. This is just a plastic chassis. I'm sure it has an official name out there. Looks like we got some extra plastic on this piece right there. That's going to be where the battery sits. All the way up front here is where the motor's going to sit. So it has kind of like a hexalite type thing in there to stiffen the chassis from it being just plastic. So nice feel to it, nice texture, very similar to like TLR type plastic. So that's the first thing that came to my mind. So on here, we'll take a look at some of these bags. Bag 3. Do get some pink parts in there. I believe that's the color of it. That's at least what I remember people talking about is the pink color. So I do have a whole set of upgrade parts coming for this as well. Stay tuned for that. It looks like some of the bulkheads and the motor mount up front. On to bag 2, you got your shock towers and some other miscellaneous parts, some bearings in there. Full bearing kit, so you don't have to worry about bushings or anything like that you'd have to replace. Man, it looks like here's the rod ends, bag 6 right there. And bag 1, that's going to be the very first bag, hopefully, that you got to open. You got your A-arms, got all your hinge pins, some more bearings. So nice that they're including all the bearings in there, no bushings, of course. On to, here's some of the belts, bag 5. You got some belts in here, and looks like your spur gear and some other anodized parts, which is nice. And we'll keep going here. Bag 9, not even sure what that is. Looks like some kind of Servo Saver, and I hate Servo Saver, so I probably will not run that. Just run a horn on that thing. So next thing right here, looks like you have bag 7, which is all your hub carriers, and it looks like it comes with 4 sets of universals. So very nice that they're including that in the bag right there, not using dog bones. I know that they have also some high angle universals out there as well, so let me look into those. Next thing here, this is going to be some of the body parts. Looks like you have the rear diffuser right there, and some other parts in there, the foam bumper, and lots of other little bits and pieces. Last thing here, not the last thing, a couple more bags. Bag 8, got all the shocks. Got some pink anodized threaded body shocks, and all the bits and pieces. Does contain shock oil, looks like 1200 and 300. Not sure what that converts into the normal viscosities. And one of the last bags before we get to wheels and tires. Looks like the pulleys right there. These are plastic pulleys. More bearings, which is nice. And last thing, bag 11. This is the last bag, hopefully. These are going to be the wheels and tires. Bright yellow. They seem to be pretty decent. It's great that they're including the wheels and tires. Of course, this is going to be personal preference once you get the body up and going. So, but nice that they include that. Kind of get you up and going right away. So, well, that's it, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this unboxing of the Sakura D3 CS Sport. I can't wait to kind of get this thing up and going and running, and seeing how this compares to the Get My Drift project that's out there. So that's it for now, guys. If you have any questions about this kit, please check the video description on down below. There's going to be a link directly to where I got it. And any questions, comments down below. And as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now, guys. Over and out.